Hello everybody. Good evening or good afternoon, wherever you all are at. Najumu here, and welcome to Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. Oh, that is quite a light novel-esque title, but it is not. It is not, but interestingly enough, the setting is a little different from the usual fare of visual novels. This one is set in the 1980s in Russia, or rather the USSR to be specific. So yeah, basically we're in a closed town and all of a sudden a girl disappears. Why? How? What's the reason why she disappeared? Only one way to find out. We have to actually read the story and see how it actually goes. But yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good about this one. I mean, it helps that the game is also for free, but a lot of people say like the story is really, really good. So I'm honestly excited to see how the game fares overall, or the VN fares overall. But looking at the chat, we have Rayquaza here as usual. Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's get to it. Let's start. The music is already somber, so... Oh. Whoa. Oh, snow is dropping. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. Hold on, let me lower the audio from my side. And there we go. Those constitute for just 7 to 10% of all the stars in the universe. Yeah, I'm actually covering the text here, but don't worry, I'm reading it, so... hi, Pearl, how you doing? Yes, this is another visual novel. Very interesting one, might I add. It's an outlier even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of its surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. But even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find that really cute. Whoa. I don't remember where I read about this. Must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops in my mind whenever I look up at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky, and not much of a sun. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts with the constant snow. But people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. The more I thought about things like that and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. You can't deny the world is full of great coincidences. Now, yeah, that is true. That is true. It's to the point where I've begun to ask myself, how much of it can we attribute to pure chance? The universe was so kind as to give us both a star and a planet with the perfect conditions for sentient life. Just the slightest fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe, or the distance between Earth and the Sun, and none of us, the beauty surrounding us, would exist. Some would call it a miracle. And of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we're living in too little credit? But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle of it or anything. I'm not so arrogant as to believe the universe exists just for our sake. Or rather, I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it's perceived. That conscious need emerges later as the child develops self-awareness. Damn, this main character sure is pretty knowledgeable. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its surroundings. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropic principle entails. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. Although, we can also think about it this way. A child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. What if the child is the world? What if the child is the world? That would be a little strange. What if all that it could ever observe existed within itself? What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself, so nothing but itself. Oh, okay. Very thought-provoking, but I understand. Seems like an existential game. I don't know. We just started, Pearl. No idea. There's nothing else to care about in the whole wide world. It is the world. Duh. Wait. Now this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Even if this wasn't the case when it was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as it matured? The same way that a child would. And what do we do when we want others to perceive us a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, and observed, because there's nothing more a world can do but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is, as far as the world is concerned. And if the observation is good, more observation is even better. Of course, an endless universe can observe itself endlessly. You could say that its observation value equals infinity. Okay, so it just observes itself within a loop. Okay, I'm slowly trying to grasp what the main character quote or the narrator is saying. That value may seem absolute, but it isn't reality, not in mathematics. Infinity plus 1 exists. Does it? It's a value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infinite, observer. So it had to create new, finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Sentient life is the +1. Oh. Hey? So the universe is infinite. And now that there is life in it, then it's not infinite anymore? Is that what they mean? I may not be interpreting this correctly, but I guess that's what the author is trying to say. When I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Now, isn't that fun? This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely, just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its joy with us worthless insects. Damn. Self-deprecating much? Oh no. Oh no. This can't be. That's cute. That's really cute. I should have expected this. Should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. This world is truly wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh God, I'm gonna mess this. Ira Grachiviskaya is missing. What? Huh? I look up from my desk. Low hum runs through the class. Grachivskaya? What? Seriously? Eastern European vibe? No, this is in the USSR. As in past Russia. Seriously? She's just skipping. Nah, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on. You know her. She's totally... Silence! The teacher taps her journal on the desk. Hira's parents filled the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school. The round of whispers. The teacher raises her voice. So if any of you have information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. A chair creaks in the back. Wait! You really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah, we're shocked, you know. We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend, Arirochka. The room is filled with repulsive giggles. Cut it out. Garen, sit back down. The teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. She turns towards the blackboard to write down the date. We all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. Resolve itself just fine? How? The girl is gone. What do you mean it will resolve itself just fine? So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. She puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19th. A bird flies past the window. Disappearance. Give me a break. Hi, Diablo. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you again for the art, as usual. Absolutely love it. I never thought for the lore if I have actual powers, but it would be cool. It would be cool to have electric powers, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. I've been obsessed with the suit, so I wanted to draw that. I love suits. And interestingly enough, this character is kind of wearing a suit, but no, it's a school suit. But yeah, suits are cool. Oh yeah? Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first. Ha, you're on. No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? She didn't come home. Big deal. I thought wandering off was her whole thing. Right? That's just Drachevskia for you. Bet her parents just want some attention. Like they need any more of that. I mean, I've heard of some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy is genetic. You think she's in some crack house now? Damn, kid! What do you mean by that? No way. Do we even have any? I wish. What do you mean you wish? At least there'd be something fun to do. Honestly. Hey. But she's like, for sure with the guy, right? The guy? You don't know? A bunch of people have seen them together. Some older dude. He's like 30 or something. Ew. You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I slowly walk behind my classmates as we head to the next lesson. Yeah, at least one of these characters need to have like a somewhat Russian accent. Maybe we'll have the missing girl speak Russian. In a Russian accent. It's irritating. Their conversation is ticking me off. I'm not sure why. It's not as if they aren't making sense. It's not unusual for Ira to walk off somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There's a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought that flashed into my mind was rather ugly. Now nobody will come to save me. Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, regardless of what I personally think, that's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. Not surprised Ira would just run off somewhere without telling anybody. But still. It's not like we've ever been friends. It'd be strange if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble. Always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They're right. This wouldn't be the first time Ira left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about that older man? I've never even seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time, I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I never have thought Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, then it's almost... yeah, it's most definitely cute. Ira in love. Forbidden love, too. Wow. I'd have never guessed. I never took that girl for a romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those type of books. So perhaps she was planning to elope all along? Ah, crap. Crap. It's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this. I really am. On the one hand, it's super romantic. Such beautiful young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. It's incredibly cute. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and dumb, but if Ira is really gone, it's like I've got nothing to hope for anymore. Wait, why? You don't even know her and you haven't never interacted with her. Why would you feel bad? Why do you feel that hope is gone now? Hey, Shubina. Huh? You know anything about this? No. Why would I? Well, you two were pretty close, right? Their whole group chuckles. We weren't. No? No, not at all. Really? Really? I thought you two were dykes. What? They all erupt in laughter. Oh my god, this guy's a jerk! We weren't. We didn't even talk. Vadim, you dumbass. Grachevskia screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I don't know. Some chicks swing both ways. You never know these days. I don't. It's... Look at her face. Chill out, Shubina. We're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You really a lesbo or something? I'm not. You just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. Ida came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying. All hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. Doesn't even know that there's a missing report. Maybe she has already left her lover's place. Maybe she's trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak. No, she's already inside. She's already left her wet puffy jacket in the cloakroom. And now she's going down the corridor, up the stairs to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm in any minute now. Right, that's it. I hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira's coming. What's with that face? You look like you're holding a shit. He's totally a lesbo. I'm not. I've never talked to her, I told you. The steps walk past the classroom. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sounded like her in the first place. Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shubina? Why's that? Huh? I don't know. Dude, look at her. Be real. Come on, don't say that. What, you want to be her boyfriend? Hey, Shubina, want to go out with Igor? Oi! What? Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You treat her right. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. I bite my tongue. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down at my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. You need to stop indulging fantasies like that. Hold on, is there a way? Oops, sorry. Oh wait, hold on. Oh. You just give me a second. Okay. Let me fix myself a bit so that you guys can see the text. Because... let me move... Yeah, let me move down here. There we go. I think it should be fine now. Yeah, a little smaller, but it's all good. Alright, let's keep going. Just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through that door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my case? I'd probably keep saying those things behind her back and to my face, as it really would be for the worse. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. Huh. At least these guys don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. Can't focus on studying either. I kept thinking. The last time I saw Ira, teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning, but she didn't show up to class. That part's nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attendance record, so I assume she skipped as usual and went to see that man they talked about. Did she go to him right away? Because in that case, yesterday evening... Go home, Asya. The teacher's office, was it? Kinda scared of going straight to the police. But I should probably report that. Not sure if it'll be of any help. For some reason, the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. There's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine. I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. If she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Oh, but I might also be tearing star-crossed lovers apart. Ira really ran away to be with someone that she cares about so deeply, away from society's ridicule. Would it be really right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love is like that is ugly, ugly, ugly. But whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush off how much older that man is. I just can't. Ugh. Really no better than the rest. Wait! That's it! So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. Must be the good in me screaming, don't ruin their good fortune. They're probably so happy together right now. It's none of your business. Gosh, yes. That must be it. That explains everything. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? It's not as if what I had seen will make a difference. It was kind of inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not the kind of information that points to any particular location or culprit. Not that there is one. So let's keep silent and everyone will be happy. I'll be happy, the good irrational me will be happy, and the cold reasonable me will be happy as well. Yep. Good job, Asya. You solved it. Ah, it sure is nice to have a clean conscience. Well, no need to loaf around here any longer. Guess I better head home. Counterpoint! Counterpoint! What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all odds, there's always a possibility that she's in danger. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that info is worth providing. If she really did elope with her beloved, then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worthless at most. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and the cons, that off chance of Ira being in danger and my words being the key to saving her makes for a strong argument. Whoa. My words being the key to saving her. Ah, yeah. That would be so amazing. And then I'd come visit her in the hospital. She would know how to thank me. She'd say I shouldn't have, And she'd say, I told you to leave me alone, dummy. But then I'd just shake my head and respond, it's nothing. I was just doing what I was supposed to do. No. Gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about that. Wait. Why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? Jeez, of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. Is my girl starting to delulu? Well, she kind of is at the moment. She's imagining being this hero if she wanted to explain, like, what happened the day before. Yeah, it's her conscience is fighting with herself. I hope my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is calling home, telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. I just keep having stupid thoughts today. At least I know what I should do now. I've made my decision. What's going on? Well, we just started this VM. It's about a girl named Ira who got lost. Apparently, the students are saying that she's eloping with an older man, but we don't know what really happened. And the main character here is considering in telling what happened the day before her disappearance. So, yeah. This is giving me an unreliable narrator vibe. Could be a plot twist. Maybe, there's a good chance. Because Arcia is kind of weird, to say the least. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. Also, hi, Bombi. Hope you're doing well. Is your laptop okay yet, or is it still dead? Just curious. Probably look kind of silly. Wouldn't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking down the staircase to the right, down the hall. There, that's the teacher's office. Oh? A girl. There's a girl standing there, right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman? Our town is really tiny, and so is our school. If I were a better person, I would know her name. She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she's expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? It's perma-dead. Right now, just borrowing my mom's laptop for some certificate's sake for college pass criteria. That's unfortunate, Bombi. Well, hopefully you'll be able to find a way to resurrect it or get something new eventually. Sorry to hear that. A queue? To the office. Oh no. I'm just waiting for someone. Okay. Hey. What? You're Asia, right? Yes. How did you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? Kind of unfortunate this year's PC is expensive. Yeah, well, you better try to save up before it gets even more expensive. I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Sorry. Really? That's what I was talking about. It's not that I don't care to remember everyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like this, everyone knows each other. But that's just not true. We learn about the people outside of our immediate circle through gossip or common friends. But I haven't made any new ones since the day Tosia left. Gossip Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that, but I don't like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay them too much attention. Wait, when I put it like that, it kind of does sound like it's my fault. My point is, when people regurgitate that idea of everyone knows everyone, the word everyone doesn't include me. The name is Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about Grachevskia? How did you know? What do you mean, how? And an announcement, same as you. They told us to report the teachers and all. Ah, I see. For some reason, I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. But it makes sense they'd at least give the upperclassmen a heads up, just in case they happen to know her. Which means... You also know something about Ira? Yup. Ah, that's great. So, you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. I thought this VN is like Sayana Uta, but from what I see, there's no heavy graphic, which is cool. We don't know yet, Bombi. No idea. We started the story with some existential talking from Asia, so it's gonna be something. We'll see. Yet, exactly. Wow. And what did you tell them? Chi. That's between me and the investigation. You can't just spout info like that in the open, Asia. The wall's got ears. I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap. Making an awful first impression. Not only did I know her name like I was supposed to, now I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. Who am I kidding? I really don't. I'll just go in then. Marina suddenly blocks my path. No, you won't. I'm sorry? You're not telling them anything. She gestures with her finger to the tact of each syllable. Why? Because a bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's going to be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? We just met and I've already managed to mess everything up. Damn it. I desperately searched her face for signs of mockery, but weirdly, I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Huh? Surprised? Of course I am. No, wait. This has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl, and then she'll just laugh in my face about it. I'm serious. Ira told me about you. Really? Yeah. Oh gosh, they talked about me? Wow. I'm shocked Marina's being as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean she's a friend of Ira's? For some reason, I never thought about her having any, at least not at school. That was really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira is like when she's with the friends. I know you saw her yesterday. I figured you want to report it, so I ran here as soon as classes ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got caught up with all these stupid rumors. It kind of slipped my mind. She knows? But hey, what matters is that it all worked out. So why are you stopping me? Aha! Well, Marina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still, wait! I know Ira's probably fine, but isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet, you! I just said that we shouldn't talk about this stuff where the adults can hear. Huh? Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. It's not exactly being quiet either. All my stumbled protests sound so weak they might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should report at all. So what? Carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it through. I deserve to testify. Some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with reason has come out on top. So there was something to it in the end. So I was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that, since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say. But this can't be pure chance, can it? And if it's not, what does it actually hinge on? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something, for anything to stop me? Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to the grander narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some worthless gnat is a preposterous idea. It wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path, that's so endlessly sweet. Down the stairs, to the lobby, to the coach room. I don't resist anymore. Marina drags me along, and I can feel my doubt turning into excitement. This is definitely the right path. This girl knows about Ira. I want to know more about Ira too. The whole wide world wants me to know. Oh, title drop. Episode 1, Ira. That was all the prologue? Damn, okay. What the hell is your problem? Everyone is looking from Ira to Garen to the chair that just crashed onto the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Ah, huh? Gratskia, the fuck? Is she insane? Somebody call the teacher. Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira storms towards Garen. Her face is contorted with rage. Bro, this MC is overconfident and not confident at the same time. Yeah, she's a bit of a weirdo. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. Damn. I hastily grab onto it. Read that again, and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. The classmates who were caught up in a laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag and then heads towards the door. Crazy bitch! She ignores him. Ah! Grachevskaya, where are you going? Oh, hey! Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. You! Rajevskia! What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. Her threat falls on deaf ears. Everyone knew Grachevskia. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. She became like Kanji in Persona 4 Arena? Tossing chairs? Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. Yes, they call someone like her a problem child. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours. Not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Vorkuta 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. That's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to have access to goods people in the neighboring towns can't even dream of. Few get afforded such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. So when someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stain on a community that's meant to be spotless, like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she had appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible, that is, on Ira's parents. And questions begin to arise. Why is Grachevsky's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe that this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much, yet they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? I've heard a lot of talks like that. I've heard more after Ira threw the chair at Garen. Didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun. And it was my fault for bringing the notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little in the library once school was done, but my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course they would get curious about it. Of course they want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. People laugh. Well, what's it matter to me? Couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ira somehow. She rarely shows up to school. And even when she does, she can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that. And also I was really scared. Ira has never as much looked at me. Even when she lashed out at Garen, it was like I wasn't even there. 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom doing some lesson. I think it was math. And he came in through the door. Oh, a true sign of a rebel, smoking and sitting on the window. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, hi. Ira shot me a disinterested look. Hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous. Couldn't do any of my business. So I just sat there, thinking about how I should approach her. Looks kind of badass, but she does look kind of cool, yeah. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? assuming she did all of that for me. That would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, she swung open the door. Wait! Huh? I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. And nobody will understand if you aren't communicating. Exactly, Pearl. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just tumbled out of a toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open, as if I've gone mute, as if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped off from my brain. Whatever. No, wait, please. I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leper. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew that I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped to mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? The windowsill. When you sat smoking there, right by the window. I thought, weren't you cold like that? Huh? She blinks. Jolted is a funny word. Yeah, kind of like it feels like a jolt of electricity. Hello, N2, by the way. Not really. Maybe a little. Ah, thought so. Anything else? No. I mean, yes. I'm sorry that you got into trouble. Huh? Well, I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Garen read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. And why are you apologizing? That had nothing to do with you. Ah. Huh? Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, it just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and this time, I made no attempt to stop her. I usually need only 1 or 2 eye drops per day. Oh no. But even if my work is the same, staring at the screen the same, I need more eye drops now. Sorry to hear that, Pearl. Well, if you're sitting on a computer for an entire day, yeah, you do need these eye drops. It kind of helps. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? Oh! I stood there, dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry? Ira Grachevskia? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right. I needed to get back to the classroom. doubted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way, sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk. Then, when it got dark, I headed home. Why does every time Windows updates something is broken? Yeah! Welcome to Windows 11, my friend, if you're using it. Yeah, it's if you're using Windows 11, yeah. That's how it is. Like, my sound card for my new PC was a headache every time Windows update was happening, until I eventually managed to fix it. It was so annoying. So annoying. Now, don't worry about it, Pearl. I get you. I get you. It kind of sucks how, like, you think, oh, yeah, we have a new OS. We're going to make updates, like, break things, and we're going to add AI to everything. Isn't that neat? Man. Oh, well. One day we'll find a proper competing OS which doesn't force us to use Windows. I know Linux exists, and it is pretty cool, but the problem is a lot of games do not work on Linux. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, Shubina. You borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? And by loser, I mean I'm switching Linux and I'm gonna code the UI myself. It's gonna take a lot of work, but in the end, at least you won't get any faulty things after every update. It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No. It's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? Really looks like you if you were pretty. It's not me. Whatever you say. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Yeah, that's Windows for you. And don't hate yourself, Pearl. Don't do that. Love yourself more. Something told me she'd say, none of your business, if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now. But... Ira. She just walks past me in the corridor. L in Windows stands for Spinosaurus Rex. And I guess I don't exactly stand out in a crowd, but... No, it's my fault for mumbling. Should have spoken louder. Even though it took all of my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard it. Hey, Vadim. What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Can I have it back? Huh, 50 kopecks? When was that again? Last Friday. Jesus. Remember things like that? Can I have it back? And I don't even remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else. No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble, Shubina. Who gives a shit? Hello, sir. You seem quite familiar. Do I know you? Hello, Mr. Stranger. Yes. Welcome. He's the worst kind to borrow money. Yeah. Yeah, he's kind of a dick, honestly. He's kind of a douche. Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably just lost it or something. Damn, everyone is picking up that poor girl, man. Man, what? Like, Asi is just doing her own thing, and he's just like picking on her. Not gonna lie, I kind of relate about the whole speaking too quiet in real life. Don't know, when I talk to a random person, I feel like having auto awkwardness. I mean, it's true. Like, Asia is 100% an introvert. She's 100% an introvert. She's lost in her own thoughts. She doesn't seem to like interacting or talking much to people. And she's just basically sitting in her own corner and doesn't want to bother anyone. And, you know, everyone just like bothers her. It's like a jerk. Like, he's a jerk, man. Just give her the money, you dick. My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do? My day was good. I was just chilling. It was good. I hope your day went well. Oh, even if she showed up, what would she do? Hug him in front of everyone? That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? I really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. We could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. We're not exactly starving. Lately, I've been eating too much junk anyways. Oh, what kind of game I'm playing? I'm playing a visual novel called Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. It's basically set in the 1980s USSR, now Russia. And it's about a girl who is missing, who is a bit of a rebel. Her name is Ira. And now we're having a bit of a flashback before her disappearance. And we're playing as, the main character is Asia, who is very timid, very introverted. And, yeah, a little awkward as well. Yeah, maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Asia, you don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They allowed it last year. But really? Somebody's gonna send you home for it. Well, good luck at work, Pearl. Thank you for coming and watching. Oh, that's good, I guess. These girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice, though. At least we're not joking along with the guys. And I think one of them likes Vadim. She laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. Suppose we have very different senses of humor. But you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. 14. Same thing. I gotta learn to do it at some point. Especially with that complexion. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Eh? Yeah. Just some light makeup. You'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. All right, but oh, sorry. Yay! Come here then. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Yeah, she is getting roasted. Nobody wakes up in the morning with a goal to make somebody feel bad. Oh, Asya, you have not seen the world as it is nowadays. Especially in this current age of the internet. I really believe that. Someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I should wish bad things on people who don't really know what they're being mean. I should wish it for Ira to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or anything. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face. I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's closed, so I can wash this mess off quickly. Nowadays, roast without ever seeing their face. Exactly. Like I said, the internet age and anonymity is deadly combination. Deadly combination. Ugh. Let's stop falling for these pranks, but... Oh. Sorry. I feel the world, or I should say humanity, was always like that. It's just easier to see nowadays. Well, I guess that is true. Yes, that is true. There are some people who just exist to make others feel miserable, unfortunately. And it's intentional as well, but again, there is good in the world as well. Oh, hi, Fal. I've been playing this since I'm back in my hometown. Yeah, I did see you got a few achievements from it, but it is interesting so far. This game is good that likes to OVT. OVT? 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 Overthinking. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, Asya is an overthinker. 100%. Asya is 100% an overthinker. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense because she's introverted. This game is just made for you, Bombi. Oh, well, the good thing is it's for free. You don't have to pay money for it. So if you enjoy it, you can try it on your own for free, which is nice. And it's not even a big sized game too when you download. Oh no. Ugh. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. Yeah, this game is just personally great. Highly recommend it. Yeah, well, I do like the characterization and the story so far. Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. Must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God. I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I run past her. Run. Just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. Yeah, I'm dead to survive. No, Bombi, listen. Yeah, we may joke around and call you Bomchi, the Rock, right? We always like remind you of Bocchi, but you are not a lost cause like Bocchi's is sometimes. You are not. I have faith that you are not in the levels of Bocchi, even though everyone compares you to her, especially me after I watched the series last year. I'm sorry, Bobby, but whenever I see her, I just say, oh my god, why does this character remind me of someone? An extreme version of someone. Ah, there it is. It's Bobby. Oh man, I feel kind of bad, but it is kind of close. It is kind of close in terms of character, but of course, because it's an anime / manga, they amp it up to 11. All right, let's keep going. Man, poor Asia. After about a month, reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, and in no uncertain terms. Bocchi's role has only been taken by me. Sorry, Bombi, you still have a lot of survival aspect on you. You see, Val, I don't see you as Bocchi. I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't see you as Bocchi, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. Nah, it's fine. It's just me an auto awkward mindset of meeting randoms, especially wanting to be able to make small talks if they start one. I get you. It is a bit awkward to meet like new people for the first time. You don't know how their personality is. You don't know how they would react to you. So I think, at least for me, the default is just to be formal. Very formal, very respectful, very like mild-mannered in order to talk to someone, right? Like, you gotta be respectful. You gotta be like, not be like jokey and being like extroverted, even though sometimes you are, because once you understand them, once you like know them well, you manage to like gel with them properly so that more of your actual personality would show up. Online, I'm very loud and feels extroverted. Once I'm in person, I'm like dead silent and very awkward socially. Well, actually, I kind of get that, right? I kind of get that because sometimes I'm kind of like that. Like when I'm at work, I don't talk very much. Unless like someone started the conversation or I found something that is worth starting the conversation. I'm mostly like just sitting down and focused on my thing. And even when I just go outside and like even see a random stranger, I just say hello. I just give them a greeting. I just give them a nice little greeting. And that's it, right? And if someone is trying to ask me about location or anything, I just like basically tell them what I know or what I don't know. That's it. Like once you're with friends, or with someone you know. Like, I still haven't had the opportunity to meet friends IRL, online friends IRL, but I would expect like we'd start like slowly warming up, because it's a bit different seeing the person than talking to the person online. And then after that, everything would be like cool. It'd be like normal. I know for some people it might be hard, but at least for me, I think it would be okay to like understand a person a lot more once I hang out with them offline. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Who knows? Hopefully one day. We shall see, though. She said that, and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again and again. Again. Damn. Sorry. It's just every time I see again, I just reminded of Bucky. Again. But I didn't believe it. I think offline when we meet the second time, we'll just know what to say. Exactly, Bobby. You see? Now that you like met Fal several times offline, it's like normal. You're able to like talk with each other. Have you seen the new Deadpool teaser? No. No, I haven't. I need to actually check it out after the stream is done. Wait to play him. Wait, let me check the forums and see what type is he. Is he tank? Is he tank? Is he what's it called? DPS, or is he a healer? Let's see. Oh my god, he is all three roles. He is all three roles. That's insane. He's basically a DPS, a tank, and a healer. Oh boy, I can't wait to see the teaser. Man, this is great. This is perfectly Deadpool. He said, oh, you think you're gonna put me in one spot? Nah, I'm gonna take all of them. Because it's me, I'm Deadpool. I'm, everywhere. You can choose only one role to lock in. Oh, damn. Oh, he's gonna be pretty complicated. If he's a tanky fighter and not a complicated mechanic, I want to try. Well, who knows? Who knows? You can decide. So he is like, does his... Oh, I need to actually check this later. But I wonder if his moveset changes if you pick whatever role you want for him. Insane. Damn. All right. I have to check this later. Damn, already excited. Deadpool is one of the characters I want to play the most or I wanted to see the most in Marvel Rivals. And, NetEase seems like they'll be cooking. And I like that. On some level, I still held onto the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? I forgot, I can't play as Deadpool either way, let alone the game itself. Ah, yeah, you don't have your PC. Unless you can download it on your mother's laptop. Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying. One who just happened to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Boy. 3 coins clink against my desk. 20. 20. 10. So he remembered? There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Everyone around erupts me in snickers. Hey, you're a cheap deal. You free later? Very funny. Definitely not. I don't want to I don't want my Steam on our laptop. I mean, makes sense. Oh, please, Shubina, get a sense of humor. Her face is dragging down the class morale. That's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmates for once. Screw these people. They're just picking on her, man. They're horrible. I let myself believe something would change. The Caitlyn trailer is out too? Damn, I got a lot to catch up with. Yeah, the season 1 is coming out next week, so we're definitely gonna be playing Z.A.T.O as our fighting game for next week. Hopefully. I thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. Just being greedy. Plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid. Can't help but laugh. But that's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. Shameful to admit to, but, better late than never, right? Got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief, but wonderful moments. I can reminisce fondly about the time I lucked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I can do that, because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. Doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit of its own. It's something I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head, and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades, and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this. I have all of this. Right here. Right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if that weren't enough? You idiot! What? Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boot against the snow hill. She then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, How did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up. My limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally. But there was nowhere else to sit near the school's back entrance. My legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently on the ground floor. On the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is... The word concern flashed in my head. But I've already learned I'm not good at judgments like that. Shouldn't be presumptuous. A bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't. But the question escapes me before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I told you. Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry. I just brace myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah. You pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. I don't freaking get you. You knew it wasn't real. There's no way you believed that, right? Right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist and crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank? Really? Who would fall for that? I stared at that shriveled up piece of paper, and something about its whole existence felt extremely sad to me. You wanna burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh. No, thanks. It's wet anyway. I fold the letter and shove it into my pocket. We'll get it damp inside, but I don't care. I can't throw it away. Fake confession is still a confession in the end. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real, I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. Eh? I smile at her, even after I said I had come to terms with it. No, right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. I didn't do anything, really. Flustered. Ira's flustered. She flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? Right. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once-over. You. Take care. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. We wave at each other and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple of steps in the direction of my home. No. Change my mind. I run back. Crap. My legs are so stiff. I turned the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago, and she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I ever desperate. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Why did she always leave in such a rush? So the thing is about Asya, I feel, is she keeps deluding herself that everything is fine. I have a great life. I have friends to talk to. I have everything. I shouldn't complain about what I'm doing or what's happening to me because I am thankful that I am living a life that, I don't know, 80% of the USSR isn't living right now, or maybe even 90%. But in reality, she wants someone to call as a friend. She is longing for company. And that's why you get to see her. You saw her being like, she's smiling. She was smiling when she saw Ira coming back. And she thought, okay, this is actually the first person who actually gave a damn about me in this school. So I want to actually know more about her. I want to actually talk to her. Yeah, finding that right person, especially for an introvert, is hard. All right? It's hard to like find someone as similar as you. You could see two introverts be friendly with each other. That's fine. But you have a bigger chance of befriending an extrovert more, or an ambivert as well. And I don't think that Ira is quote unquote extroverted. She has a bit of an attitude, but she knows what's right from wrong when it comes to at least the treatment of Asya. Or I mean, because these are like, you know, teenagers. She probably still didn't figure out her emotions yet because she's still young. So we have two very contrasting personalities, which is interesting to see where it goes from here. Although this is the flashback part before Ira disappears. Sorry. It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons and went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. She'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought it would be interesting if it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again. Walking and walking. Praying and praying. Tch. Do you assholes ever shut up? Huh? Ugh, this bitch. Nobody saw Ira enter the class, Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. Ah, and she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Though choosing truth when playing these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well. I'm saying all this, but I got what's coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garen doesn't. Move. Nah. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, are you serious? Come on. Have some fun for a change. Look, Shabina's having fun. Right, Shabina? Please, don't look. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what? Gonna throw a chair at me? To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her bag on the nearest desk. She starts digging through it without saying a word. Garen lets out an awkward chuckle. What? Got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. What the? Whoa! Whoa! Garen jumps back, bumping into another student. What the fuck? Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? What the hell? You... Something silvery shines in Ira's hands. Oh! It's a bow. It's a compass. What's that? Are you serious? She doesn't say anything. It's a compass. It's a bow compass. You know these old compasses? Oh man, I don't know if you guys remember this, but in mathematics, you usually have a compass in order to draw circles, right? So you usually use a compass in order to draw them. Yeah, that's do people nowadays even use compasses? I don't know. I don't know. We live in an era where kids will just hop into ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, what is the answer to 2 plus 2? Instead of like learning basic mathematics. So I don't know, man. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. Ah, it's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Compass? Don't know. But I do remember using a contraption that uses the pencil and the other stick to make the perfect circle. Yeah, that is a compass, Bombi. That's exactly a compass. What you described right now is a compass. It's fine. I'm pretty sure, like in IT, you call it something else. So, yeah, there is the other compass where you use in order to look for a location if you're like traveling or something or on a ship. But this is like the what's it called? The mathematical compass. Maybe some onlookers. No, most people will think she didn't plan on helping me at all. That's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, My unreasonable heart is still elated. Well, it's not really a compass name, and yeah, I figured it sounded different. I figured it would be different. It will have a different name. And I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times, and weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yes, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only I didn't do anything, really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at school or anywhere anymore. Because in that moment, I got all the justification I could ask for. It was everything that I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. I'm still not good enough. It's still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it can be to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point, I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the courtyards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into. But it was as if Ira spent all of her free time at home. Which could be the case, but didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard and could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours on end in a home like that every day. No, I really doubt that. The other, more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered? It sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to just do that. Bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could totally get pissed. She could push me away. Could even attack me. Oh! But for some reason, I really didn't think she would. Ah! My breath halted. Oh! Hey! Hi! The vents near the research institute expel hot air. Nobody really goes there, aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. Never ran into any. The ground here is littered with cigarette butts. That's a safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here of all places? Again? How many times can you buy into stupid pranks? He seriously sent you all the way here. What? Ah, no! I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yes. Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Do you, like, smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Ah. Yes. I know that. You want to try then? What? Smoking? Mm-hmm. No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. Ugh. Awkward start. Can't let it end here. I need to just... And what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the institute? Yeah. Something like that. Something like that? My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh. Oh! You bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet. Eh? I mean, it's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She'd have to really care about it. Crap. That proves it. Ira and I weren't cut from the same cloth. And I spend my days looking for excuses to stave off the minute I have to come home. Ira's cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. Goes against everything I've heard. But it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have the time to sit at the cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her own mom forgets lunch sometimes. Lunches are prepared in advance. It'll take too long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. She'd still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Huh? What? Ira walks back into the building. Yep, she's pretty much an overthinker. Do I really need an explanation? It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Oh, she's not really my friend. You're Pitbull then. Pitbull? Hey, that's spot on. Can't make a harmless joke around that chick without her throwing a conniption fit. It's annoying as shit. They think we're friends? Well, not really. But it looks like they picked up on it. Manira reacting like that to me being used as a laughing stock. So it wasn't just me? It's not just my wishful thinking? Haha. That's nice to hear. Even if I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before the New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. Ira can't possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she going to go? Damn. Good point. Phew. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah. To a relative or something. What? No. Oh man, now that you say that. Everyone, pretend to be surprised when that happens. No. Oh, no. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can see that happening. Everyone talks about it. How Ira's a nuisance to her household. It's been like that for a long time. But still, she forgets her lunch sometimes. Ah! That can't happen. No. It can't. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. They can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice. She cares. She does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then it will all be over. If they do, then I won't. He just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Maybe she just tolerates me. Maybe she doesn't want anything to do with me. I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head and look through the window. Snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra. Far past the fences, past the mountain ridge. So far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth and comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. It's been too kind of an ungrateful, it's been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I earn this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything I can do? Bird flies past the window. Ira. What? I'm really using up all my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girls' bathroom, just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close. I know you don't like going to class as much, but you can really get kicked out like that. Is that what you came here to tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says that you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up, you stop skipping now, then maybe you won't have to go. And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We could go to the library or something, and then there's 1 month left. It's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course I knew it was pointless to cram at this point. This was just an excuse. A selfish ploy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Tosia moved away? It's only been 3 years. But now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. It was a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes, you know, the one we use for classes. Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Ira's expression darkens. Don't worry. We were just playing a game. I guess the guys got a little carried away. I've checked the whole class and the corridors. Probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just no good at that kind of stuff. When I hid Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws the cigarette butt out of the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait! I said it's fine. We were playing a game. Really. Please, don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. I have an idea where it is. It was Garen, right? No, Shurikov. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor. I tag behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Wait, serious? She swings open the door to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Gah! Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Sorry. We're sorry. He turns and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. Ugh, the smell is so much worse in this one. I look around to see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. There it is. My diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please, be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch! I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, Thank you! Yeah. What? Ow! Ira almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clang as she hops off. Are you okay? Yeah. Let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Oh, sorry. Don't know. I didn't see anything. Huh? But why would they be in a men's toilet? Gross. I see. Thank you again. Mm-hmm. How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Shurik would go into the ladies' room? No. I mean, actually. I just didn't have the courage to enter. I can't keep doing this. I know. Should have checked there from the start instead of running around the whole old school like a... No. You can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really. We were just playing around. Bullshit! You know damn well what they're doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. And why don't you tell them to piss off? Or once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? You won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't... I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right, and... For the love of... It's not like I never tried before. When I say something, you just make fun of me. And nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't act like I don't care when everybody's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. You know what? I go along with it. At least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but So, what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously? She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Asya. Yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she's getting at. The unspoken rule Garen and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt with is much worse than mine. Here I am. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Yeah, it feels bad, huh, Bombi? Feels bad. Huh? A poem? Why? What kind of question is that? 'Cause I liked him. Oh, really? You liked him? You really like my poems? Why else would I ask? Ah, that's... thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course. I'll write one. You want it to be about something, or maybe in a specific meter? I don't care. Anything. All right. I'll think up of something then. I'll try. Yeah, you do that. Yura checks her wristwatch. I got to go. See you around, I guess. Already? Yeah. Alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. Really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then walked to the store, then to the library or for a walk. Then when it got dark, I headed home. Wait, she's repeating that again? Day after day. Oh, what is with the music? This music is escalating pretty fast. Sometimes my classmates joked around me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She vanished during breaks. I never asked her where to. I kept imagining scenarios in my head, not just when I was being laughed at. I didn't when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay longer. I started to take new routes. And as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Oh. Ira! Hi! What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarette. Oh, no, I mean, what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh, so you go to the library. What were you reading? Stuff. You don't want to say? You won't like it. Huh? Why not? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and the cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did you read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me. That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? You know, the other week I finished The Plague by Camus. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never read it. It's about a physician trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral, but I enjoyed it a lot. Not sure if I agree with the message though. Yeah? What was it? Is it me or I'm listening to a loose cable? A loose cable? Maybe it's from the game. Oops, sorry. Yeah, maybe it's from the game. Yeah, but it might be from the game. Basically, it's that evil is an inherent part of life. You can try warding it off, but it'll never be for good. And even if you do good things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force spiking your guns. Yeah, sounds about right. Huh? Yes, there are some okay people in the world. But there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? It's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I'd call a dirtbag. You serious? Garen's right there. Garen? Well, he's not that bad. Uh-huh. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone is trying their best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? I actually, I think that's something Camus and I can agree on. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, right. If everyone is so nice, where's all that greater evil coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things that happen every day. But I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those things don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, but not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysus or something, from ancient Greece, I think. Anyway, Dionysus is the Greek god of, I think, wine? Yeah, because usually Dionysus is like depicted as him being consistently drunk. Let me make sure. Yeah, see, Dionysus is the ancient, is the god of winemaking. Yep. Making orchards and fruit, vegetation, fertility, festivity, insanity, ritual madness, religious ecstasy, and theater. Damn, okay. I played Hades. Actually, I've been meaning to try Hades someday. Yeah, the first Hades and the second one. Maybe someday. Yeah, it's the wine guy. Oh, you played Hades before. I may actually give it a check someday. Seems fun. He said, evil is not a being. For it were, it wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among beings. Okay. So, Hitler's not evil? Eh? That's a rather extreme example, but it's not like he was born that way, was he? I do. Can't wait the day you play Hades. Huh? We shall see. We shall see, Bombi. We shall see. I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists. It's freaking everywhere. Just because there's a reason for it doesn't make it better. Of course not. I just don't like it when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like, it doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we aren't bored with some big evil force inside of us. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe ain't a person. Of course it's different. Well, yes, it's not. I know that. But it's kind of being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default, so is the universe. Because it's the idea of being itself, right? And, I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. About what I'd expect. What does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. For a second, I feel like a lump rising in my throat. But then I realize something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Like, everyone's good deep down. Like, nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. It's a sweet world you're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa. Even angrier. Yes. I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagine Ira throwing 100 chairs. 100 chairs flying toward 100 Garens. Chairs flying, bow compasses swinging. Ira is like a Bodhisattva. A Bodhisattva, is it? Bodhisattva. People will say Bodhisattva, but I think it's Bodhisattva. Or I'm pronouncing this wrong. Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva? Alright, let me get this right. Let me get that right pronunciation. ESL coming in strong. Okay, let's see. Let's get that pronunciation.
Bodhisattva.
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 Yeah, Bodhisattva. Okay, Bodhisattva. Okay, there we go. Bodhisattva. Ira is like a Bodhisattva. Dozens of hands, half are for holding furniture, half are for stationery. A halo of chairs and compasses. A halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses, 100 times more halos. Ira surrounded by 100 halos. We talked for a little while longer. You know, I don't think this story would ever get animated, but I would imagine all these, like, imaginative thoughts that Asya has can be very cool when they're animated, right? It's kind of like Bocce as well, right? We're going back to Bocce the Rock as well. Like, some of the thoughts that she has in her mind, be it like super nervousness or super excited about something that may or may not happen, it's shown visually by a lot of things in different art styles. Sometimes we even go into live action as well. So I would think, I don't know if this will ever get animated, but it has potential to be. Just idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some of the books I've recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those, so my thoughts come out sounding dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening, though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm just not looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh, jeez. I feel so happy I might die. I got to go. She puts out her cigarette butt. Oh, really? Yeah, plans. Ah, I understand. But, some of those novels sounded kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. You shut up with the freaking apologies. I just said thanks. Ira gives me a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right. I hope you enjoy them? She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read. They were, yes? Angelique. Eh? By Anne Golan. Angelique? The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know. I know. My mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and I didn't really expect you to be into. They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You're not? It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're all right. Okay. I'll remember that. Ira looks like she's about to say something, but then turns on her heel and stomps away. See you. Yes. See you around. I was about to say that. Rayquaza. That's a tsundere, 100%. That is a tsundere, 100%. It's not like I'm interested in that stuff. But she actually is. I read it for the historical parts, yeah. Just like me, playing video games for the scientific knowledge. That's exactly it. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. You know, this is kind of her catchphrase, though. Every new thing about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little more about herself. Kind of feels like I hogged the entire conversation, now that I think back to it. That was really self-centered of me. Next time, I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we could talk about movies? Wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films. I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if she wanted to watch something, maybe we could even go to the cinema? That could be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. She skips even more often than before. Don't be a point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyway. I guess that's Ira's modus operandi. To some degree, I understand it. But I still wish she showed her face from time to time. Only for one lesson. We probably wouldn't talk even if she came. It's not something we'd ever do in class. So I don't expect anything in that regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. What's with you, Shabina? Huh? You're all smiles. Finally taking my advice to heart? What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a change. It's great to see you, really. Yes, it is great. We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That grin makes you look like a basket case. Thanks, Vadu. I'll do that. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off the table. Payment for my services. His friends chuckle along. Couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today. I don't mind. I know we're going to see each other soon. I'm going to do everything to bump into Ira again. I'll walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. But I want to believe. No, I'm convinced the world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded. Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking. But there's so little time left. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I'll fill this measly scrap of time with wonderful things. Ira! Hi. Yeah? Oh, Jesus. It's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation, barely holding it in a giggle, so I'm glad to see her. I'm so glad to see her. It worked. It worked. It really worked. I spotted Ira between the rows of garages on the end of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand, holding a cigarette in another. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer? Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. Huh. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture screams exhausted. But why? Out here? Are you okay? She mutters something. Huh? On me. What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step toward her, but Ira's scowl stops me dead in my tracks. You spying on me now? No! No! I was just walking here. At the garage lot? Yes. She gives me a look of such contempt, it sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying. Really. I always take these walks after school. And going the same route gets boring over time, so I sometimes go through here. Or through the barracks. Or a couple of times, I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, Ira's expression slowly changes from disdain to confusion. This isn't right. We talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? She hears something bad about me. From who? I don't think she'd believe a word of Garen's. I mean, I usually stroll along the main street or near the community center, but it'll get colder soon, you know? So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going. I need to keep talking, because that's what I wanted to do with her. I wanted to talk, and so I have to, because I can't waste this moment. We can recover from this. I can cheer her up, clear everything up. She won't think I'm some creep. I just can't stand it. I can't bear her having me glare at me in silence. And, you know, the views are really great out here on the outskirts. The sky is bigger, and you can see way into the tundra, and what I mean is, I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half-truth. I hoped she'd be here, like I hoped she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. For a moment, her eyes soften, but then she closes them, as if just looking at me was wearing her out. She takes a drag and turns away from me. God. Can't I be alone for 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing again? Cut it out. Or even just whatever. It's fine. She doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be going then. Goodbye. Silence. I walk away. Cold wind blows in my face. The mounds of snow on garage roofs look smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll get completely buried. I'd like to have a snow hill form over me, too. They look cozy. Actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. This tea would be the obvious answer. But what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That would be cute. I should have asked her about it. I feel like I'm going to cry. Hey, you got any plans for the New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with the other upperclassmen. Yeah, I feel sad. Oh, you serious? Think we could sneak in? No way. I don't want to hang out with her. Man, come on. We're gonna have those older girls there too, right? The ones from grade 10? Oh, I bet Machina will be there. Like she'd talk to you. Hey! You don't know that. They said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyway. Ugh. That's true. Tch. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We've got Grandma coming over. I can't host. You? Me neither. Vadim? No way. He's kind of tired recently. Ah, really? Yeah. That's whatever though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear you. My mom's also out of it. All the adults are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's the end of the year. Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I need to help Mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? Feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Well, maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as a cause for celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira. She's absent again. I'm not surprised. I wish that I could clear up things with her. Not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should apologize again? What for? Did I really do something wrong? Yes, I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to think of something that could cheer her up in the next time we meet. Will more apologies cut it? Probably not. Then maybe a small gift? That might be weird though. I won't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with the spare change? Maybe a little treat will do? A waffle? Would she like a waffle? Ah! What the hell? She's not a freaking dog. Why does my mind always go to some weird place with her? I should just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult. But I've got to try. But I've got to try. Inhale. Exhale. There. A little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better. The buildings, the sky, the lights. Everything around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though perhaps I should breathe so deeply. I can really get sick from this. It's been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. And it's not just the temperature. The paths on the outskirts get snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself up with a scarf, it feels as if my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. Should have gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I can still make it. Closes at 6, so... Closes at 6, so... No, for sure not. Oh well. I've already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined up with lights. Oh! And there's the pine tree near the community center. It's so tall and bare for now. Well, I like it as is. The way that snow resets on its branches makes it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the forests weren't so prickly, then I'd look around some more. The streets are empty, save for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine there would be a lot of people out on an evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. The inside of our apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. An idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problems I've been having. It's perfect. The perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting, but that's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming. Though, judging by how quiet it is, I could turn the key and enter. The only sound is the faint of muttering of the TV coming from the living room. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go down the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. Don't even stop to peek into the room. I won't see anything I haven't seen before. At least tonight seems like it'll be calm. Very ominous. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Mm-hmm. Hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window, and then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. You want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything. Neither am I. Awkward family interaction. Oh, no. It's not awkward per se. Yeah, sure. I just pick at the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drifts in my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the best. the best household. Even so, I got to my room as soon as I fill up the teapot. I don't like locking myself in here. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. Can't even spend some time with your own mother? Can't even spend some time with your own mother? You run away from her, even though she has it so hard, so hard. You traitor, brat, ungrateful filth. It's the kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think if I badmouth myself enough, I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and changes nothing. It's pointless. So I direct my attention elsewhere. What I was going to do? What was I going to do? What was I... Oh, right! I pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Tosia did. That was years ago. That poem. That poem. The one that Garen read. What did she like about it? Maybe I should have asked. Where was it? Ah! That's it!
Сырая черная земля, не обнимай меня так нежно. Не рви наряд свой белоснежный и спи спокойно. Только я буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится. И пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит бледная заря.
All of a sudden, Russian! Oh, damp black earth, do not hold me so tenderly. Do not tear your snow-white attire, and sleep peacefully. I will scratch and I will beat, but frost will still glimmer. Oh, it's gone! No! I still didn't finish reading it. Where's the log? Oh no, it's gone. Ah well. I should have read faster. Yeah, it's so lame. Can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garen was too nice. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it. So maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really need. She got angry at me the last time I saw her. She got angry at me last time I saw her. I don't know why. I mess up a lot. I really mess up a lot. I doubt she was in a bad mood because of me. But, I definitely didn't help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. I'm just like that kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she will show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I've got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna enjoy this to hell and back. When I hand that poem to Ira, then will all be worth it. It'll be all worth it. Ow! My wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally wear down this poor eraser at this rate. I've got to remember to buy a new one. It's just a bit annoying. Even though I ask my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before. But now, whenever I lend my textbook to someone, I specifically ask them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over. Man, what is wrong with this school? What is wrong with this school? All of the students just want to prank at just the little people that are just minding their own business. I can't hand them back to the library like that. I'll get in trouble if a teacher sees it. I lean back in my chair. A week. That's how long it has been since I've last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip for several days at a time, but a whole week? Nobody else seems to be bothered, though. I shouldn't be either. Not her job to be my, I don't want to call her pit bull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ira's taking in the town she's grown to love? Who knows when she'll return here after she moves out? I get that. I would do the same. But still, just wished I could see her. She's still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I have to just the thing to help it. That's right. It's done. I wrote Ira a poem. Wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she'll like it. I really hope she likes it. Maybe she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be so cute. I want to see her make that face again. I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. This feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets. Whoa, that sounds pretty cool. It's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real cold will settle in a couple of weeks. Wind can get annoying after a few hours. But aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. The main road, the two residential streets, the community center, the helipad, the garages, the parking lot, the school, the stadium, the research center, the kindergartens, the barracks. I've seen all of them 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down, I'm a little tired of this view. But I can't hate it. and I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Vorkuta, not from Vorkuta 5. But Vorkuta 5 does not exist. People from Vorkuta 5 do not exist. Huh? The ones outside will ask me something about Vorkuta, the real Vorkuta, and I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to leave at all. To leave Vorkuta 5, you have to deny its existence. Why, though? Why? Huh? Do they do some kind of weird science experiments in this? Or something that they don't want the other states, or rather cities or parts of the Union would realize that it'd be like dangerous if everyone knew they existed. Maybe it's a government mandated thing? That's weird. I have to deny its existence no matter how much I want it to exist. I have to deny. I have to. I have to. But it's tough. So tough, I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I'll probably slip up and blurt out something incongruent. I do slip up a lot. I hope I'll get better at it by then. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Ouch! I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. Ugh. My head feels really clear. I look up and see the familiar purple-gray of northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today's the first day of this year's polar night, so I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to get really depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. Stay out just for a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear. I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, from the barracks. Far better than that dinky silver of the sky I've seen from my apartment windows. Wish I could stick around for longer, but it's getting too cold. I start making my way back. Decrepit rows of worker housing disappear behind bigger and better homes. There's that old playground just from around the corner. That's right. We used to go there all the time with Tosia. Even back then, it was kind of unpopular. They built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so... Even back then, it was kind of unpopular, so they built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so... We often got to have this whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we liked the place. Somehow, today feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clinking sound as the wind passes through the swing set chains. Eh? I slow down. There's a figure sitting in front of the merry-go-round. A drunkard? No, we don't have those kind of people here. And the frame doesn't seem like it belongs to a man either. I approach, gently making my way through the snow. Hmm. My Valinki sink into it with almost no resistance, almost zero sound. When was the last time we had snow this soft? I don't remember. But perhaps I've stopped noticing the church of ice under my feet. Perhaps it is me being too focused on the person I've now recognized. It's Ira. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What is she doing out here? Smoking or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira's letting out the quiet, gasping sobs. Ira? She looks up fast, as if she jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face raw from wiping at it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. What? What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? Iris wipes her at her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. Sorry. What? Another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No. I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose on her sleeve again. Her hands are shaking. And go back to wherever the hell you came from. Go home, Asya. This isn't for you. I take a small step forward. I want to say something, anything. But my head draws a blank. Or I can squeeze out a single word. Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow, away from the playground. I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. Not for her footprints, I believe she was never even there. The snow keeps falling. A feeling I've long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned to not acknowledge it, so it got buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. The world is looking down on me, but not in the way other people do. It's kind and gentle, and I don't feel small under its gaze. Its eyes are pure and tender. Oh. Oh. Episode 1, End. Episode 2, Marina. Well, that's the first episode done. And perfect timing. Because I'm going to actually keep that for next time. All right? I'm going to keep that for next time. But yeah. Wow. Okay. This is pretty interesting. It is weird, though, that they want to keep the existence of the town hidden. There's something wrong with it. And I wonder if Kira's disappearance ties up to that. So, yeah. Very curious on where the story is going to go. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Well written so far. The characterization is very nice. And yeah, let's hope things go well. Who knows? But I guess we will call it here for tonight, guys. Thank you all for watching, either live or via the archives. Tomorrow we are playing Hollow Guard. So basically, this is just Papers, Please, but instead of working as a guard in an Eastern European country, you are now a guard in the Hololive offices. That's right. You are going to figure out who's real from the fake talent. You get to see, maybe it's a bootleg or a cosplayer, or someone just calls themselves, like, I don't know, Corey Malayapi for some reason, and they're not the actual Hololive English talent. But it'll be pretty fun. I haven't played Papers, Please in a while, and I wonder how different Hollow Guard is going to be. It's going to be interesting. Okay, as per usual on Twitch, let me see if I can send you guys over to someone playing maybe a VN. All right, we got a lot of people here, so is there anyone actually playing Z.A.T.O outside of me? We shall see. Give me a second. Oh yeah, it'll probably have some spoilers though, so probably not a good idea. Okay, let me send you over to Raise Bees. Yeah. Oh my god, her model's all covered by stickers. But yeah, she's still having her subathon. She is playing Pokemon Unite. A little bit different from the game that we're playing right now. But yeah, if you want to join the raid, that would be appreciated. But if you don't want to, then that's also perfectly fine. I wish I could play more, but you know, I'm pretty sure like chapter 2 is going to take a bit of a while. But yeah, I'm definitely excited to continue this. We shall see when we'll do that next week, hopefully. All right, folks, hope you all have a great night, evening, or afternoon, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Someone playing Z.A.T.O in Guilty Gear Strive? That character exists there? Well, I guess he isn't as bad as, well, he used to be. But, yeah, that's all for me. Bye-bye.